This week, it's a battle between the old and the new.
It would sort of be like keeping her memory alive.
As our couple are looking to start their next chapter.
It's too cramped for us right now.
Can this house become their forever family home?
I can really picture just a little one just running about here.
Or will they go down a new path?
There's just no room for all his bloody stuff.
As we ask the age-old question.
So are we going to love it?
Or are you going to list it?
We're going to...
Today we're in the village of Bonnybridge, just a short drive from the historical city of Stirling.
Good morning, Cora.
Morning, Richard.
That is a fabulous scarf.
Well, it is rather brisk this morning.
Oh, do you know what Bonnybridge is most famous for?
Well, of course, the Antonine Wall. It was built by the Romans to keep out Scottish invaders.
Boring, I am talking about UFOs.
Oh, really?
Yes. Bonnybridge is known as the Scottish Roswell, and there are over 300 sightings of UFOs here a year.
Well, you better keep an eye out then.
Oh, do you fancy a coffee? It's freezing out here.
Yeah, we should get one when we get in.
Whilst I'm sure Richard would love to make friends with the little green men, that's not the reason we're here. We're heading to meet Freya, a behavioural therapist, and her boyfriend Teddy, a theatre and film actor. They've been living in this modernised 1930s two-bed bungalow for 3 years and are looking to settle down and start a family.
So I'm Team Love It. The house is everything we need. The kitchen's nice and big. The house just is very comfy. And plus, my family live really close by. So it'll be a great help if... Why are you laughing at me? It'll be a great help if a little one does come along.
But it's more than bricks and mortar keeping Teddy here.
So I've got quite a strong emotional tie to this house. It was left to me by my grandmother, and it would sort of be like keeping her memory alive, you know? I spent a lot of my childhood here, and I have some very fond memories of this place. And I would love to recreate those memories with our own child someday.
Freya, however, thinks it's time to move on from the two-bed bungalow.
So ever since I graduated, I've been working as a therapist. Naturally, after the pandemic, everything's moved online and it's never really moved back. I do love working from home, but because Teddy doesn't have regular hours, it does mean he's around a lot, so I have to take a lot of my calls from the bedroom.
O thou son of song, but brighter than thy father, let me kiss with adoration thee.
The walls are quite thin, so I have to constantly tell Teddy to keep the noise down. It would also be good to keep sleep and work separate. We do have a spare bedroom, but it is quite small and it's mostly used for storage, so that's why I'm Team List It.
Work isn't the only thing that's weighing on Freya's mind.
Although this house has served us well, I just think it's too cramped for us right now. Mostly because we're planning to have a child. There's quite a lot of factors that would affect that. We don't have a bathtub. We're facing onto quite a busy road, which would be quite dangerous for a child. Teddy does love to cook, and we often host dinner parties for our friends and family. And although it is a good-sized kitchen for you, it does feel cramped when we're hosting so many people.
But then we can easily move it into the living room and there's lots more space.
Yeah, but that defeats the purpose because you'll be left alone in the kitchen.
Freya spends loads of her time looking online for different properties, but none of them come close to this. I think with just that little bit extra, I think this property could be everything that we want it to be.
Every time I show Teddy something, it's never taken seriously, so I really need Richard to find something that will blow your socks off.
We'll have a hard job with that.
Time to meet them and see what Richard and I can do to help.
Oh, how are you?
Hi,
Good to
how
meet
are
you.
you doing?
Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
Oh, it must be so cold.
It's
out there.
freezing.
Come on in.
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much. Is the kettle on? Oh.
You want a cuppa?
Yes, I'd love one.
It's my job to bring out the best in this house and convince Freya that with a bit of hard work, it could have exactly what she wants.
Whereas it's my job to show them what the market has to offer if they do decide to sell up and move on.
Right, let's get into it. Who is Team Love It and who is Team List It?
I'm love it because we've been in this house for, 3 years now? And I've grown really attached to it. We got this house through my grandmother after she died. So we're really fortunate in that aspect. And during these last 3 years, we've really made this house our own. And we're waiting on a little one.
Congratulations.
Yes.
No, not pregnant
Well,
yet.
we're thinking.
Well, good luck then.
We're thinking of it, not waiting yet.
And you would like to list it, Freya?
Yes, I would. This house has been great for the 3 years that we've spent in it. I mean, we moved in after I graduated, and it's great to be on the property ladder. But now that we're looking to expand our family, I think we've just outgrown it. There's just not enough space for us anymore.
So I don't disagree with that at all. But I think with just a little bit of work, I think we can have a house that suits all our needs.
So Teddy, what kind of work do you want to see done in this house?
So I think the main issue that you have is to do with work and life. You have to have your office in the bedroom.
Yeah, I find it hard to have those two different spaces, so I would love a home office.
So I think we can easily make space for a home office, and I would also like a bath as well.
Any particular reason?
Well, we don't have one currently.
Also, if we have a child.
Teddy might be hard to please.
I'll see what I can do. So what kind of budget are we looking at here?
So we're looking at about 50 to 60,000. We think that that will be more than enough to do everything that we need to do to make this house what we want it to be.
Absolutely, we'll see what I can do.
Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you, Cora. Well, this is the kitchen come dining area, and might I say, I can see why Freya thinks it's a bit small.
I mean, it is a wee bit small, and you know, these walls do get in the way a bit, but it's got a lot of potential to work with, and that is a very easy solution to fix.
Seems like a lot of hassle though.
Oh, but look, it's worthwhile. It's a family home. It's got beautiful memories to it.
Nothing a little reshuffling can't fix, Richard.
If you say so, Cora, let's check out the living room.
Well, this living room is just, it's so cosy, and look at that big window. It's just such it's a lovely space.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a really, really nice space.
You should start to be getting worried about this, Richard. You know,
Yeah.
I'd find it really hard to find a nice space like this somewhere else.
Because where are you going to find a window that looks like that?
We got your work cut out for you, don't
I do
you?
indeed, I do indeed.
While I leave Richard to have a look at the plumbing, I'm having a look at the main bedroom.
Well, this is a decent sized bedroom. But you can see how frustrating it must be for Freya to have her work life here and her home life here. She hasn't got any separation at all, and you can see why she needs her own wee space just to kind of separate her home life and her work life.
Well, I'm just having a little look around. What's in here? Oh, it's just a cupboard. Well, at this point, might be a good idea to have a look at the bathroom. Well, this is quite a small bathroom, as you can see. In bath time, it's going to be quite a struggle without a bath.
So having a wee look in here is a much smaller room, and it's almost becoming a bit of a waste of space. But if we look outside, they have got a decent sized garden and a garage, so there's definitely a lot of room to kind of extend this out and have a wee peek at that garage while we're here now. Having a wee look around, we could probably convert this into like an office space for Freya while also trying to keep a bit of the storage space for the house. It would be a bit of a work trying to convert this whole garage for the office though.
The garage has shown me just how much work this house actually needs.
Well, this is a lovely space, isn't it?
It is a really nice garden, and I can definitely see a few things I could do to appease Freya.
Oh, hold on there. I'm not too sure about that. The bathroom is still way too small. Even if you move stuff around inside it, I'm not sure there's enough room for the kids.
I could definitely renovate something there.
I'm definitely going to be able to find something that can tick all of those boxes.
I highly doubt that.
As always, we set up our cameras to see how Freya and Teddy use their home on a daily basis. Unsurprisingly, Freya spent the vast majority of her day in the bedroom, with Teddy splitting his time between the living room and the kitchen. Meal times are generally spent in the dining room, and the couple tend to move into the living room to wind down before bed.
So, for Team List It, what kind of things would you be looking for if we were to move?
So definitely need somewhere with more space. An open plan living room and kitchen would be amazing. I definitely need a home office for me, and a bathtub would be a must.
It sounds like you've got a great idea of what you want. What kind of budget would you be looking for?
Between 230 and 250,000. I think that should be enough to find what we want.
Yeah. Great stuff. Well, I better get to work.
Think you've got your work cut for you, Richard.
A nice surround sound cinema would be nice as well.
With a comfortable list budget of £230,000 to £250,000, I can't wait to get searching for Freya and Teddy's future family home.
But don't forget, Richard, Freya and Teddy will have to fork out around £1,600 in LBTT and over £2,000 in moving and legal costs. Money much better spent on making this house a home.
I really trust Cora with this one. I think she'll take on everything that we've said and really make this house impossible for you to want to leave.
Yeah, well, she might have a good plan, but I think Richard's going to pull something really special out of the bag.
So, penny for your thoughts, Cora?
No, I think I'll keep my plans to myself, Richard.
Oh, very good, very good. I'm excited to see what comes of it.
Well, you've got your work cut out for you, trying to find a nicer house than this.
Whatever you say, Cora.
I think I've got this in the bag.